Well, hello and welcome back to DTH Reviews, and today we are doing Grand Theft Auto Online. And you might notice that we are reviewing it before features have come out, like the heists or customizable missions by users, etc. But we kind of got sick of waiting, and Rockstar hasn't released any information about when they're going to release these features, and we've got a full calendar coming up, so we decided to go ahead and review what we've seen so far, and hopefully that will suffice.
Yeah, because it could be months until heists are in, who knows, so hopefully it's not months.
Yeah, I think it's been long enough that by the time heists comes out, it will kind of feel like bonus features or like DLC more than actually a part of the package. I feel what we have now is what GTA Online is. Do you want to talk briefly about the server issues? We won't linger on it too long because everyone's experienced it, everyone's get it. But because we both had different experiences. I got in day one after waiting about 2 hours to get in, but you had a bit more trouble and you were an unhappy bunny.
Yeah, it was like it didn't work for like the first 2 or 3 days at all, you know. I would just get stuck like everybody else except for apparently you guys. But yeah, it was no, it didn't work at all for launch day and the day after, and then Thursday or Friday it started working a bit, but it was real slow, and it wasn't really until sort of after the weekend that it started working smoothly. But it was, you know, it's a pain, it happens.
They said they were going to have issues, but I was slightly surprised how much trouble people were having. Yeah, I wasn't expecting a company as big as Rockstar to have issues this large.
It was a bit surprising how much of a disaster it was when it came out, but hey, whatever. It's working now.
So, when you jump into online, let's start at the very beginning. It chucks you into an open, free roaming lobby. And this is kind of like a chunk of online, you could say. A chunk of online is this free roaming mode where you're kind of just in Los Santos with your friends and you're roaming around, and it kind of surprised me how unimpressed I was with the free roaming mode. I mean, like, we played together and it's been an absolute laugh, and like throughout this review, if I complain about anything, you still can't take away that playing Grand Theft Auto with your friends is absolutely hilarious. But it was just kind of, there wasn't much innovation over the free roaming mode in Grand Theft Auto 4, except that you could rob shops and buy apartments, which you can't really do much in.
Yeah, except walk around really slowly.
Yeah, and I don't know. I was expecting more.
Yeah, that's sort of for me like the prevailing theme of GTA Online is that it's kind of completely boring on your own.
Oh yes,
just,
yes.
Like team deathmatch, races, free roam with assholes. And so when you're not playing with your friends, I have no interest in playing it if people I know aren't online. But when I get online with those people, it's some of the most ridiculous fun I've had playing multiplayer games.
He's reversing away from me. No, I must murder.
Oh boy.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, whoops. Oh my god. Oh shit. I'm sorry.
I don't know, yeah. The whole thing feels like it's meant for, it's sort of like Payday 2, like we said, you know, it's designed to be best experienced with friends.
Yeah.
This seems like it's kind of really reliant on you having a group of people to play with, and that group is kind of a bunch of idiots, which, you know, we're good at that.
Yeah. I was very surprised at the lack of extra features. Like when you dive in and you go for this tutorial, and they introduce you to robbing shops, and I was getting excited. I was like, this is the beginning of a lot of extra features. And there was, right at the beginning, I robbed a store, and then I was pinned down by the police, and then this random stranger came to the door in his car, and he picked me up. He rescued me, took me away, and I donated half of my money to him, even though he wasn't involved. And I was like, this is awesome. I can't wait to do more activities with the friendly community. And then that lasted about 20 minutes.
Friendly community.
And then everyone from then on out was just destroying me and ruining my life and blowing up my car. And there was nothing else to do except for rob stores and then cause mayhem, which is fun. So let's skip over to the activities. So you start in free roam, and then you transition over to these lobbies where you have activities from like base jumping to races to, as you said, team deathmatch, and then there are mini missions to say, where they're actually formed in the form of the story missions. They are formed around the story missions, where you have objectives from certain characters, and you have to. A lot of them is repoing cars at the beginning, but they get a bit more interesting further on, where you have to. I did one recently where you have to like parachute out of a helicopter into a house and take out a VIP, and they're a good distraction. They give you something to do, but a lot of the more interesting missions come with later levels, so you have to grind a lot if you want to get some of the neat, interesting levels that are further on. I think it's, you know, like there will be a common theme across this review, where there will be certain aspects where we expected more, but I think Rockstar just relied on the fact that they knew that the world of Grand Theft Auto would be fun enough with your friends that they only needed to set up these quite simple scenarios, and just the fact that you're playing with a few of your friends would be enough to make it usually a really good time, which usually works.
Yeah, it's also a little bit lazy.
Yeah, maybe.
Because yeah, that's sort of exactly what they did. Is aside from some of the more structured missions, it's kind of very similar to exactly what GTA 4's online was, and yeah, it relies kind of solely on the people playing the game to sort of make their own fun, which is something I kind of like that, but it's also kind of lazy. I don't know.
Yeah,
you know, and I was expecting heists to be in there right off the top, right when it came out, and then sort of a couple days before they said, no, those are coming at a later date. So that was a bummer, because the heists were the best part of GTA's campaign.
Yeah. And
the idea of being able to do these heists with your friends seems kind of like the best thing ever. But it's not in there yet, and they have, you know, there's no foreseeable date of when it could show up. So yeah, it's sort of, it's a weird thing, I think, GTA Online.
Yeah, people get bored very easily of online games, and there's so much, you know, out there to move on to quickly, so I think they really should
especially at this time of the year.
Exactly.
I mean,
yeah.
Jesus.
So I think they should have brought, you know, a game changer like heists out as soon as the multiplayer was released, to really, you know, grip people and keep them engaged, or at least so they could have the best time possible in the amount they play. But I think I have one main complaint, that if this feature that I wanted had been in there, I think it would have changed it for me. And when they were talking about online, and when they were like releasing information, they were a bit misleading. They suggested that all the activities and jobs would be done in one world, in one game, and there would be no bridges between, there would be no lobbies. None of this. I didn't read any of this information before I jumped into the game, and I was looking into it quite you know, in some depth. So what I wanted was for you to jump into free roam, and up on the hills you would see like 8 people doing a race, and then you would look to the left and you could see like in a maze and see people doing a deathmatch over there, and you could like interact with these people. And I know some people think that might be really annoying if you're trying to race and someone comes, but that's what they made it sound like. There was one interview when they were like, you'll be racing. This is like literally what I read. He was saying you'll be doing a race, and in the background you'll see someone getting chased by the police. So what I thought is it would just be like this one world, and there would be no disjointness, no lobbies, no inviting, and you would just be in it. You'd be doing all your activities, and that's what I wanted. And all this like inviting people to different lobbies, and then you back up to free mode and you've lost everyone, and then you have to invite them back into free mode, but then if you want to do an activity you have to invite them to that again. And it was
that part is really a pain in the ass, because there have been there's been a lot of forward movement this generation of lobby handling, you know, of playing with friends. I mean, look at Halo 3. You know, you just join your friends, you're in your party with your friends, and they keep you together at all times. And so many games still haven't figured out how to do that, and it's, yeah, GTA Online doesn't know how to do that, because I mean, we go from free mode, go play a mission, go back to free mode and we're all just dumped into our own free mode again, and we have to, like you said, re-invite and join, and that part, it's a pain. And what you were suggesting, or what you thought it might have, which is, you know, the sort of like races going on here and death matches going on there. I mean, that would have been really cool, but I don't think that's possible.
I just feel like
GTA 6 online.
I feel they were slightly misleading. They bigged up online.
They were. I mean, like we said with the campaign, they don't talk a lot about their game before it comes out, for better or for worse. For the campaign, I think it was for the better. You know, the less they talk about it, the more surprises. For online, they were never really clear with a lot of things, and I think it was sort of for the worse, because I know you said, and I think we both had some different expectations of what it was going to be going into it, and then find out that it's kind of just GTA 4 online, but in Los Santos.
Yeah. But, yeah. There's a big but.
I like big butts.
When it comes to it. We have literally complained about GTA Online for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And we probably got about 4,000 thumbs down, but it's really, really, really fun. Like, hilariously fun.
It's a huge but.
I like big butts.
But when you play it with your friends, it's like the most fun thing out there right now.
Definitely.
You know, there are problems with GTA Online, and it's kind of boring a lot of the times, but once you get people that you know and that you've known for a while and you're playing with them, even if it's just one other person, it's still a ton of fun to play. And
it is some of the most fun I've had online.
I think that sort of makes up for like all of the weird problems that it has.
Definitely. So ultimately what they did is they just took Grand Theft Auto 5 and they let you play it with your friends. And although we might have been expecting something a bit more sophisticated and advanced than that, it doesn't matter. It's some of the funnest times I've had online in a long, long time. Definitely some of the most fun I've had with my friends playing a game in a couple of years. So you got to commend it just for being the perfect setting to mess around with your friends, the perfect sandbox, and it's when it works, it is a hoot.
Yeah,
a hoot.
Absolutely. And it'll, you know, it's going to get more complex in the future. They've said that, you know, they're going to add heists, and eventually they're going to be adding new things. Supposedly they're going to be adding new things all the time. So here's hoping that they add more interesting missions, but if they don't, that's okay.
I am looking forward to the future of GTA Online. I'm going to be playing it more, probably lots more, like not as much as I played over the last 2 weeks, but I'm definitely going to be popping on every now and then with a couple of people. We'll arrange some nights, and I look forward to it. I look forward to playing many more nights on it. So thanks for listening to our GTA Online review. Well done to you if you got to the end before rage commenting and disliking, because we spent about 5-6 of it just shitting on it. But in the end, it's fantastic, and we love it. Should we rate it? Should we rate it?
I don't know.
I don't think. Maybe you could just finish it at that bit I just said there.
There in your bath. Oh fuck!
Whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Jesus! Oh my god! I can't believe.